Welcome to Turn to Your Neighbor. This is the Christian Talk Show where we talk about the church, music, movies, social media, and a whole lot more. I'm Cliff, and this is Big Dre. What's up, brother?
Here, what up? Wait, scoop.
Hey.
What up? What up? Oh, for the first time in 2024, air horn is operational. We out here getting after it. It's good to see.
The air horn has been operational every episode except the last one. The last one.
Air horn been shaky. Air horn been spotty, but it was strong today. That's all I know. It's strong today. Shout out to all the neighbors. Shout out to the people in the neighborhood. We back at it once again. It's beautiful. I'm blessed to be out here. You know, shout out. Let me give a shout out real quick. Shout out to all y'all long-suffering Detroit Lions fans. Like, y'all out here living your best lives right now. I don't even think y'all know how to act. And here's the thing. All of a sudden, there's a lot more Detroit Lions fans around me than I ever anticipated. You understand what I'm saying? Like, maybe they just had nothing to cheer for 30-some years, but all of a sudden, there's a lot more Lions fans than before. I don't know what's going on with all them. Shout out to Mac for always being number one in the building. What'd you say?
You gotta let the Lions fans cook. You gotta let them live. They had to sit through 0-16.
That's true.
Let them have their fun. Leave them alone.
That's true. Yo, let me say this. Like, I don't care if they win or not. I honestly don't care. I sincerely don't care.
This is not a sports show, so that's good.
I wouldn't mind if they actually beat 49ers, but you know, as long as I get to see, I would love to see both Baltimore and Detroit, what some people are calling will be the blackest Super Bowl ever in history. If both Baltimore and Detroit made it, but yeah, it'd be very interesting, man. Be very interesting. But I'm off that now. It's just good to be back. I hope y'all are surviving all this winter weather. If you got that wherever you're at, if you don't have any winter weather where you're at, you know, God bless them. Peace and blessings unto you, God. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say.
What's up to all the neighbors out there? Thank you so much for joining us today. Neighbors, do me a favor right now. Make sure you hit like and share at the bottom of your screen or, you know, right underneath us, YouTube, Facebook. Those, if you're watching on demand right now, you can still like or share. There's nothing stopping you. No, even if this is months after the original airing of the show, you can still like and share. It's okay.
I hit the button. Yo, is it blasphemous to call somebody like another person God? Like, what up, God? Peace to the God. Like, is it blasphemous? First of all, blasphemous is a hard word to say.
I don't know if it's blasphemous or not. I mean, it's happened for so long.
Right. Okay.
I mean, and I guess you call him God in the little G sense. So
little G sense. You're not big G, because there's only one big G, but what up, God? You know what I'm saying? Just something I wanted to bring back into the lexicon.
Or you could just choose to not say it if you have any doubts, and then choose other words.
That's true. That's true. It's never been in my lexicon until now, so I guess I'll just stop saying it.
How about that?
How you feeling, family? What's going on with you?
I'm all good over here. Just trying to survive the winter.
What is your favorite season?
Summer.
Oh, just period. Just
summer. Oh, yes. Being outside, getting in the water. Oh, yeah. I love water.
Okay. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that response out of you. Okay.
Yeah. It is the summer. It is the summer.
Okay. All right. That's what's up to that.
And well, for those of you that don't like summer because you hot and sticky, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go find a beach. Go find a pool. Turn on your sprinklers. I love the summer.
He's like, for some of y'all who hot and sticky. I thought you was going to say something else that we always try to warn the brothers about every season. That's why he likes summer. But you know what I'm saying? Summertime, it can be tricky out there in the streets. It can be tricky. But you know, summer is good. I've enjoyed summer more recently. Mm-hmm. That's good. I don't know. I like winter. But we actually got snow this year. I think spring may be my prime time before it gets too hot and crazy in the summer. Like, spring may be my zone.
Summer where you live is the best season of that area. Hands
They be loving it out here. They
hands down. I mean, as far as being able to get around town and the area,
right. Oh
and
yeah, yeah, yeah. Less
yeah,
people.
and yeah, in the festivals, some of it is much
Okay, I can rock with you on that. I can
better.
rock with you on that. To all the people, hey, let us know what you like out there in the comments. Summer got one summer for sure. Shout out to Mac for saying winter is what it is. You know, say, hey, I hope y'all are out here using the appropriate levels of moisturization during the winter. I know some of y'all are walking out here crinkly, so every
You
couple of
can
weeks, I
do
like,
moisturization.
hey man, every couple of weeks, I gotta remind the people, this is not lotion time of the year. This is the heavier, more viscous moisturization. You need either like a thick cocoa butter or you need a Vaseline, petroleum
Definition of
jelly.
moisturization.
If you ain't hitting that level of moisturization, you're crusty. I just want you to know that. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, I'm not following up moisturization. I'm not entertaining that. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna get on with the show. Here we go. So first thing I want to talk about
Oh, stop!
is stop what?
This is knowledge right here. Aquaphor and Cetaphil mixed is a good friend. That's a hard mix right there.
See,
That I might have to try that out. Thank you to Kristen. Yo, Aquaphor and Cetaphil mixed is
there
a
y'all
really hard look right there. Okay.
go, and there y'all go encouraging them.
Okay. All right. I'm
There y'all
sorry.
go.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, bro. We back. We back.
So we have heard rumors of this. What I'm about to say, we've heard rumors of this for a long time, but one
Okay.
school is finally doing. I'm sure other schools have probably already started, but there is a Christian school in
Mm-hmm.
Iowa, the
Okay.
Suland Christian School in Iowa. They will now be arming and training teachers. And when I mean
Mm.
arming, I mean firearms and training
Firearms.
teachers.
Not the
Yes.
sword. Not the sword of the spirit. Mm-hmm.
Not the sword of the spirit. No, not the blessing of righteousness. No, none of that. No, no.
Nah,
They
nah.
with
Okay.
guns, with weaponry. Suland Christian School in Sioux City, Iowa. Selected staff members will be trained and armed with firearms. Would you want your children to go to such a school?
No. Here's the thing. So wait, what do you mean like staff members? Are you talking about teachers? Because I've seen some teachers losing some days. And
Yes.
if they had a gun on them while the student was on their mind, they're gonna be a murder. And so I would just like to see if you got a couple big brawler dudes out front with some get a couple of the good old boys who need employment and they like guns, put them out front. But if you actually talking about letting the teachers carry around guns, no, I'm good on that. I'm good on that. I'm good on that.
The article does not say, but I'm assuming it's going to be more than just security guards because they would just say they
Okay.
will have armed security, but they're saying staffers, so it's going to be
Yeah.
beyond just security guard. It'll be either teachers and or administrators or people with guns.
Bro, let's talk. Like, you ever seen how people treat lunch ladies sometimes? And do you think that some lunch lady gonna lose it? Like, oh, you
Yeah,
gonna disrespect my pizza again? Okay, I
so-
got something for you behind. Pop, pop, and it's gonna be two to the thigh. And it's gonna be unfortunate. So,
somebody and of course this is due to some of the recent school shootings. Well, the
right,
school shootings in period, not even recent ones, the school shootings in period. And
right.
so now this school, got to the point where it's all we can stand and we can't stand no more.
We can-
So
Here's
let's
my
arm some
question:
teachers.
when they say select people, is there so many people who want to have this opportunity that they had to do a lottery? Like there were so many teachers like, hey, I'll bring my gun in any case, but if you said I could do it legally, now put my name in the lottery. Like I wonder if that's the situation. Like how do they choose who gets to be?
I really hope they do some kind of examine or some assessment based on the temperament of the teacher
Yes. Mm-hmm.
because we don't want just anybody out here wielding guns.
This is a good point. Kristen Holmes brings up. I feel like one gun per academic wing is feasible. Isn't she a teacher, or was she a teacher at some
He was
point?
a teacher.
Yes, yes. Okay, Kristen. Let me ask you this, and you can hear me now. Kristen, would you want to carry a gun in school? Actually, don't answer that. I don't want you to get fired. I don't know. You know what? Don't answer that. I don't know who watches this. I'm not trying to have anybody get
That's how you
fired.
by fire. Well,
Yeah, yeah. She says she teach second grade. We on a little bit delay. We'll see what she
Yeah.
has to say. But yeah, hey, I don't know because some of these kids is bad. You know what? Maybe it's not even your kid gonna get shot. They just may get pistol whipped. Like some of your kids might get hit.
That doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, like
I
this
mean,
may
I
get,
guess. I mean, let me rephrase that. It stopped them from losing their life,
right.
probably.
Yo, this is a hilarious answer. I'm sorry. She said, I personally wouldn't because I can't find my phone half the time. Kristen, if you out here losing the school's gun, that's a problem.
Exactly.
Like,
So let's not shoot
here's
babies.
here's my question. There's another good point. She said, but I teach in the hood. If it was part of my job description to carry, I'd do it. All right. There you go. There's one vote. There's one vote.
Have you ever seen
Mm-hmm.
any of those school fights on Twitter?
Oh, yes. I like to watch those on
Now,
YouTube.
and I've seen videos of teachers
Oh,
getting assaulted. Now, can you imagine if these teachers are now carrying?
oh, somebody. Hey, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Like, this should be elementary schools only because the high school kids, somebody's definitely getting one put in them. Because I've seen some of these kids molly-whopping teachers. If these teachers had something on them, it'd be a whole different story. It'd be tragic.
I'm going to say this, we can move on. Not everyone who teaches the children are for the children.
The children.
So all Mr. or Mrs. teacher needs is this one excuse. Just give me a reason.
Yep. Just
and
how
I'm
about
unload
this?
this clip.
I would feel better if we gave them all stun, not the stun guns. What's the ones that shoot the gun out? The electric guns. What's those things?
Hey,
What'd you say? Tasers. Yeah,
tasers. Yeah, but I mean, but the point of this is to stop an active shooter. So you got somebody coming in with an assault rifle, but I'm gonna get you with my taser. Like
your taser ain't helping you.
Yeah,
are we talking like shotguns? Are we talking pistols, handguns? Like what are we talking? Like, what are you giving to the teachers?
I'm assuming these teachers will have handguns.
And do they have to? Do they have to have passed a? Do they have to have passed a test? I have questions now. Do they have to have passed a test of certain amount of accuracy? Because I don't want Miss Tina, who only got like a 53% accuracy, out here busting off shots and picking off kids when she didn't mean to pick off kids. You know what I'm saying?
I said they're going to get training.
Just because you've been trained don't mean you good.
Oh goodness,
brother! I practiced football most of my life. I was still trash at moments. I sat my behind right on the bench. Just because you trained in something don't mean you good.
I'm assuming you have to have a certain level of ability in order to receive a gun or receive permission to bring said gun into school.
These are the types of questions I have. Like, do you have to display a certain level of accuracy? And it should be, you should have to be updated every 2 semesters. Every half a year, you should have to go back to the range to get your junk updated to make sure you're still nice with that thing. I'm telling you. Okay, go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's all good. We gonna move on because I didn't know we spend this long on teachers.
I had thoughts.
It's okay. Yeah, it's all right. Next thing I want to talk about. So there is a pastor in Ohio, Pastor Chris Avell, Avell. He is being charged with multiple violations for providing food and shelter for the homeless.
Huh.
Yes, that's it. Not taking advantage of them in any way, not abusing them. This brother is being charged for basically opening up the church,
right,
and letting homeless especially because all the cold we've gotten across the country. He's being charged for opening up the church, letting people come in and providing them with a shelter and warm drinks.
Oh, they're probably getting him on the fact he doesn't have a permit.
All of the different code and zoning violations.
Get him on a permit.
So I want to
government.
So this has been an interesting story, and a very well-known pastor has kind of stepped in. So I'm going to show you this
Okay.
video that kind of explains what happened, and you're going to at the end of the video you'll see the well-known pastor. He will add his contribution to the whole thing. So I want you all to take a look at this. Can you hear that?
Can't hear it. No.
I don't know why the audio is not cooperating.
It's all
But you
right.
heard the intro.
What we're seeing now is a brother going to the stand, or no, taken to the plaintiff's chair. They have a nice blue interior. I'm filibustering right now. Here's the thing. You let me know when you got it, brother. You let me know you got it. Here's an interesting thing about
It
all
doesn't
this.
matter. It's just telling the story that I just told. The audio is just telling the story I just told.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good.
I think that's jacked up. As soon as you said it, I was trying to process. Oh, Jamal Bryant. Jamal Bryant got something to say. He out here sending out shout outs to the people.
As you can see here, Jamal Bryant. I'm pausing right here. Jamal Bryant and New Birth of Atlanta. They stepped in, so they did a Zoom right before the pastor in Ohio, right before he had to go into service. They did a video conference, and Jamal Bryant and New Birth will be paying for all of his fees, all of his court fees, all of whatever he got to pay. New
That's
Birth is
wild.
paying for it.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, shout out to Jamal Bryant
So
for doing something
props to him.
good. Here's my thing. This sounds like a personal beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, you could probably get him on violations because he doesn't have certain codes and he doesn't have permitted things and the codes are up to whatever. But the fact that you would actually, I can hear it. I heard it.
Yeah, I
I
know.
heard it. I don't know if you want. Okay.
So I'll
But
turn it up.
You represent your heart of
Yeah, go ahead.
God in the earth.
Here's Jamal Bryant.
And that what it is that you were doing, demons are going to be destroyed. Thank you for loving God's people and taking care of the children of God. Have an amazing worship service. We're praying for you in Atlanta, and may the grace of God meet you in Ohio. New Birth, would you make some noise even right now? Come on, you got to do better than that.
Oh, look at this. See, the brother was touched. So shout out to Jamal Bryant. So Pastor Jamal and New Birth.
It's like somebody in the borough was mad at him or something. Like, how do you, like, do they not, are they mad that like the homeless didn't go to the facilities that they have set up? Or did he feel that they're showing them up or something? Because there's no way in the world that somebody in their right mind is going to charge a church for opening up their housing, opening up the church and letting people who lack housing to get out of the cold. That's crazy, dog.
He broke certain codes. That's the bottom.
Yeah. He broke the codes. Yeah. But I'm sure there are people whose lawns are too long that you can go bother versus somebody who's actually trying to help people in this time of year. So, hey, God bless that brother. Unless it's a part of this story I don't understand, God bless him. I hope he's able to do what he needs to do and to continue to bless people. And I hope the borough steps up and does, or whoever steps up and handles it so that those without homes, without housing, will be able to find a place to be that is properly coded according to them.
So we're gonna go from one pastor doing very good to another pastor doing something pretty shady. So I have this pastor. I have this.
This is more along the lines.
Huh?
This is more along the lines of what I expected. More along the lines of what I expected from you. Most definitely.
Brother, do you own any crypto?
No. I didn't get caught. I know you got crypto. I know you got a lot of crypto.
Not a lot. I have some crypto. You know, I have some crypto. So this past I'm about to show you, he basically created a cryptocurrency because he felt like God told him to do this.
Oh Jesus!
And he was able to collect about $3 million from people for his crypto. And basically, he's being charged for running a scam.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I am going to. I'm going to play you this. So I'm going to play you. This is like a super cut. So he went into the crypto. The crypto has his own website. So he went into the website to talk
Right.
to all of. So there's a video of him. This video is him talking to people who bought the coin or bought coins. And so
Okay.
this is just a cut up. This like it's really a super cut of this 9-minute thing is going to be cut down to like a minute of him kind of
Okay.
explaining what happened, why he did it, and all that. So check this out.
Are being charged in a civil charge from the Colorado Securities and Exchange Commission for basically selling millions of dollars worth of cryptocurrency that is deemed worthless by the state. Now, the reason that they're saying that it's worthless is because there is no exit for people who have bought. We launched an exchange. The exchange technology failed. Things went downhill, and from that point forward, we've just been waiting on the Lord, literally for a miracle. So. The charges are that Caitlin and I pocketed $1.3 million, and I just want to come out and say that those charges are true. So there's been $1.3 million that's been taken out of, I think it was a total of $3.4 million. But out of that 1.3, $500,000 went to the IRS, and a few $100,000 went to a home remodel that the Lord told us to do.
The Lord told him
So
to
how
remodel
this
his
whole
home.
thing started is the Lord told us in 21 to walk away from our marketing company, and He said, "I'm going to do a new thing." And then he took us into this cryptocurrency. It was a different cryptocurrency other than index coin at the time. Well, that cryptocurrency turned out to be a scam. And so the Lord says,
Right.
give that to them, but also give them a 10x. And I'm like, well, where's this liquidity going to come from? And the Lord says, trust me. Well, as money is coming in, we would be sowing it. And at first it was hundreds of dollars and thousands of dollars, then tens of thousands of dollars. Money would come in, we tithe, we sow, more money would come in. And so we were just always under the impression that God was going to provide, that the source was never ending, that God was doing a new thing, and that we had nothing to worry about. We sold a cryptocurrency with no clear exit. We did. We took God at his word and sold a cryptocurrency with no clear exit.
Isn't it?
And so
Oh,
the
he owns me.
have to take that and say, these people willingly sold a cryptocurrency with no clear exit. What we're praying for and what we're believing for still is that God is going to do a miracle. God is going to work a miracle in the financial sector.
So there you have it. This is Pastor Eli Regaldo. They call him an online pastor in this article. So I'm not going to defend crypto in this segment here. Because it's too nuanced. Because there's so many different, because crypto is so many different things other than just like Bitcoin, which you've heard of, and maybe Dogecoin, like so many, like dozens of different currencies you can get into, you can blow your money on, you can get scammed on, like these people did. This dude. So basically, this dude sold over $3 million in crypto tokens.
$3 million.
$3 million, and basically, you heard him say it because he felt like the Lord. He heard the Lord told him to do this, to set up this currency and to be able to bless other people. Because you heard him say he was sowing, so he would get money and he would sow it back into people who had got in, I guess, early in the crypto or other, right? I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna let you go. So not only this article says while having admitted to being moments away from poverty, the lawsuit filed against Chan alleges that the pair, him and his wife, spent the majority of the $1.3 million on cosmetic dentistry, luxury handbags, snowmobiles, home renovations, and luxury vacations. So I guess the Lord told him to do all of that with these people's money.
So he said, yes, we created a crypto that had no exit plan. So you couldn't cash out at any point in time. It just had no way for you to what in the world? Like, and this was what angers me about half of what the things that we talk about on here. They just put God's name in anything. Like, why do we got to put God into this? God didn't tell you to do this. Your own greed told you to do this. Like, I think I wouldn't even care if he snookered some people for their money if he just wasn't blaming God for it. Like, don't blame God. Okay, let me say this. Never in all the heavens, I can't say this definitively, but I highly doubt God told you to do that house remodel. When he sat there with a straight face and said, "Yes, we remodeled our house because we felt God told us," he was dead serious.
He was dead serious. God told him to use that money for a house remodel, for cosmetic dentistry, God said, "Can you imagine my son use up this money to buy thy snowmobile?"
Yes, Lord, God said, "My son, my daughter, you've been faithful, and I need you to buy that Birkin bag." Yes, that all-inclusive resort in Punta Cana. Yes, that is where you need to be. Yo, this is the wildest thing, man. I hope he goes to all the jails. I hope there's no probation. I don't hope you get anything less than 2 to 3. I want you to do 2 to 3 years in jail. I want you to go to prison. I want you to go to jail.
There are comments online
Mm-hmm.
of people supporting him. So he underneath this explanation, there are comments. God bless you, brother. Stay strong. God's gonna make a way.
No.
All this other kind of stuff. So there are people believing that God is in all this. Now, whether he is or is not, who are in the words of Andrew Caldwell, who are me to judge?
Who are me to judge?
I just know, as someone who's kind of learned crypto a little bit, I just know it's not for me. God hasn't called me to put my money into some unknown, lesser known crypto that has no utility or no exit. With Bitcoin, there is an exit. There, you can buy Bitcoin and you can get stuff with the Bitcoin. There are companies that will take your Bitcoin in exchange for other things, for cash out. All these cash out.
This is wild. So even his name sounds phony. What was his name again?
I'm not going to bag on the brother's name. I will tell you, but I will not contribute to bagging on the brother's name. This brother's name is Pastor Eli Regalado. No, sorry, Regalado. Regalado. Pastor Eli Regalado.
Regalado. Okay. Hey, either which way, I hope you go to jail. I hope you go to all the prisons. Yes.
Yeah, but I really hope that the people who put their money in and if they believe they were scammed, if they come to the realization that they've been scammed, I hope they are made whole. Because you follow a faith leader believing that hold on.
Learn this lesson.
But this has happened way before crypto ever existed.
You're right.
People follow a faith leader, someone who is leading them in the faith, right?
Mm-hmm.
The faith leader says do XYZ, and you do what the faith leader says, believing that this person is God's messenger to you.
Right.
And so and there are times where it goes sideways for whatever reason. So I'm saying I pray for those people who have been led astray financially because of this, because of what's going on here. That's all I'm saying.
And it's been happening for generations, right? People just yeah. At what point do we stop just being done with the money?
But well, it's not that. It's like I said, people, for whatever reason, you follow a person that you believe is God's messenger or God's leader in your life, right?
Right.
So you follow this person, and then this person leads you astray. It happens all the time.
Yes, I understand, but it's the for whatever reason part that we need to examine. If you didn't do your due diligence and say, "Hey, what kind of financial understanding does Pastor Regalado have to establish his own Bitcoin, his own whatever cryptocurrency?" Like, if you didn't do your due diligence,
this is true. This is true, but unfortunately, so many of us, all we need to hear our leaders say is because God said so. Unfortunately,
and then that's it.
I heard one saying, "In God we trust," and everybody else check references. So like if just a person says it, you should still try the spirit for yourself.
Yes,
but unfortunately, it happens to a lot of people. Yes, it is. It is church hurt.
Mac asked a very good question. He said, "Does this scam fall under the umbrella of church hurt?" And I would say yes. Now, it may fall under a more smaller pocket of you earned this church hurt. and that may be you. You did this to yourself. But hey, man, I hope everybody gets what they get, what they got coming to them. And I hope that those individuals, I hope that pastor and his wife go to all the jails, like several of them.
All
Several.
right. So we're gonna move on. We have talked before on this show about how we have lamented the options as far as Christian TV and movies, right?
Oh, here we go.
And this may sound sacrilegious,
Here
but
we go, Cliff.
so I want y'all to hear me clearly. Hear me clearly. So the story of Jesus' birth is important. The story of Jesus' death and resurrection is important. The two most important things in all of Scripture.
Right.
But those are not the only things in all of Scripture.
You're right.
So I don't think it's bad for any of us to want more stories.
Right.
To want to see more stories. Right.
Right.
I mean, we've seen it. We've seen. I know how Jesus died. There's two people I don't really need to see how they died anymore because we know.
Right.
I've seen. I know how Jesus died, and I know how Bruce Wayne's parents died. We if I don't see that again, we okay, right?
I wasn't ready for that.
But
I
we
wasn't
okay.
free with that,
We could throw in Uncle Ben too. Spider-Man's Uncle Ben, like
Yeah,
we
Spider-Man.
okay. Not to Satan, but Jesus' death is super. It's the most important thing. Like super important.
Right.
Hear me out. Super important.
I'm listening.
So we have wanted more options.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Well, I have. I'm not even gonna throw you in there because I don't want people coming after you. I have wanted more options.
Okay.
Give me other stories. Give me some other biblical type stuff. And I'm not talking about that jacked up Noah movie with Russell Crowe that I heard wasn't even really Noah. All right. Even though drunk Noah out here, whatever.
Right.
All right. So I have asked.
Right.
And the Lord has provided. There will be coming to Amazon Prime. There will be a saga called The House of David, and will tell the story of David, the biblical figure, who eventually rise to become king of the Israelites. Based on the show's description, the show follows the once almighty King Saul as he falls victim to his own pride. A prophet prepares to overthrow him, anointing the outcast shepherd boy David as second king. Saul fury grows. David navigates love, violence, politics in the court of the very man he's destined to replace. Two kings, one kingdom. The outcome is war. We are getting King David.
Brother, we have said this on this show multiple times.
Yes.
And I can't be mad. Here's the thing about this, though. You can't do David's story correctly without blood and sex. Like there has to be a couple wild scenes in there in order to do David's story correctly.
Yes. So I blood, yes.
Sex? David was a wild boy.
So sex, we're gonna get like CW kind of sex.
Okay. Because David was a wild boy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like people don't want to talk about that. David was wilding. So
like if you into that, if you like really believe that, like if you feel strongly about that being part of the story, don't go out here expecting HBO and Cinemax.
No, but don't go
out here expecting. Hey, I have always.
This ain't Game of Thrones.
I have always been real with the neighbors. Yeah, don't go ahead and expect the Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Mac said, "Will they do the real story?" That's the question. How real are they gonna keep this?
I hope it's not some kind of wacky adaptation that's not really David. Like, dude needs to kill people. He needs to mess with all the women, and then repent. He needs to kill bears and lions. Like, he needs to do all of that kind of stuff. Dance out of his clothes, like you gotta tell it all.
That's what I'm saying. That's part of his nudity. Part of it is just nudity. Like Dave got Dan's naked. Like it's gonna be some wild stuff. Hey, I'm not putting Mac's next comment on the screen, but Mac is a hilarious dude. Mac is a wild boy. I'm not putting that comment on the screen.
They won't do Game of Thrones kind of stuff.
Right. But they're gonna have to fade to black. They're gonna have to fade to black.
CW kind of.
Yeah. Like kind of a fade to black. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this is gonna be some wild stuff, man. I want who do they know who they got? Do we know who they got acting? Are there
No,
real people
they just
involved here?
so they just ordered. It's just been ordered, so it's still um it's still a while before we. I don't even know
Dog,
when we actually see a product, but it's been
yeah,
ordered.
I need to know who the actors and actresses are here. Like,
It's coming
this
to
is going to
Amazon
be a real
Prime.
thing. I feel as if we set this up and we gave away some original ideas here, and now somebody else is making money off it. This is our fault.
So the people behind this is called the Wonder Project. So you saying the people at the Wonder Project listen
Yes.
to or watch the show,
Yes.
and they say, "Oh, this is a great idea."
Dog,
Right?
we've been talking about this for years.
I understand, but let's say this out loud. This story has
Yeah.
been in the Bible for decades,
I don't.
but
Yeah,
they got the idea from us.
yeah, how to take it to the next level. They listen to us, and they like, you know what? Them boys is right. There's some good original material here, and they ain't had to pay nobody. Like who? Here's the thing: who gets the writing credits? Like who do you when you go say like the writing credits for this? Like who gets the writing credits as the original material?
Script writer. There's a script writer.
I understand there's a script writer. I'm talking about based off of
that person, the script
the
writer.
book by.
No, you don't do that. You just give the script.
I'm just saying.
Never mind.
How do they credit the source material? Who's getting the money off the source material?
Why are you acting like this has not been figured out already? Like there hasn't been dozens of other biblically based productions before.
Somebody should be catching a check. That's all I'm saying. Somebody should be catching a check, and I just want to know who's catching the check. I'm not going to read all of Mac's comment, but when he said rated R for religious, that's hilarious. I'm not reading the rest of Mac's comment. But rated R for religious is hilarious. So, hey, man, I hope they do a good job of it. I really do. This better not be some junk that should have ended up on Tubi. I hope they get some. Who need to play David? Ooh, let's do that. Who would play David?
Well, it's going to be a couple.
Bathsheba.
It's going to be young David, and it's going to be a older David. So it's going to be It's going to be So you get some little feisty young man to play young David,
right?
Somebody with a little attitude.
These are great questions, brother. Rated R. Yo, people are going in right now. No, the neighborhood. I can't read some of this stuff. Shout out to Madu and Fairfax weighing in. I hope it's fire. I hope it works out. Yo, I hope the fight scenes are good. There should be some great, like David did a lot of killing. These should be some great fight scenes. Yeah. I'm serious.
Oh, it's gonna be epic. We're gonna move on. Because I got so they are now sending letters. We showed before where a church has sent a letter to a person to say, we're gonna disassociate our fellowship with you. I want you and the neighbor to check out this letter that this one member got that's been kind of circulating online. Shout out to Angela Harden who sent me this. And so this woman, her name is Brooke. She got a letter from the church, and I know y'all can't see it, so I'm going to read it. But as you can see, for the audio listeners, they not only returned her letter, they returned her tithe.
Wow.
I mean, they gave her a letter. So then they said, we are basically kicking you out the church, but here is your tithe back. All right. So, dear Brooke, this letter is to inform you that it was unanimous decided on February 9th business conference that your membership at our local church should be terminated since you refused to accept the letter that we sent you in November. So this happened last year.
Okay.
That outlined the reasons for this action. I will briefly review them here. Number one, you initiated the separation of your marriage to Josh without good cause, stating that you wanted to begin a relationship with another man. It seems you have no desire to keep your family together, and this has caused a great deal of hurt to you, your husband, your children, and many others. This is being unfaithful to the marriage vow that you took before God. So number one, Brooke doesn't want to be with her man anymore, and the church don't like it.
Okay, that's wild. Like you're really in their business. That's wild. But okay, all right, go ahead.
Number 2, you have continued to post many unchristian and even indecent pictures and messages on various social media sites over the past many months. You have also been very negative and critical of many of our church family. I believe to try to take the attention off your real needs, which you deny.
So she put a few hot and bothered pictures up there, and somebody ain't like them.
Pretty much. And she's talking about the members. She's talking about
And she talking about bad about Sister Ethel.
if
Okay.
talking bad about people was a reason to get kicked out of a church. We know a lot of people that have been gone longer.
Churches would be empty because they're
Churches
talking
would
empty.
be empty.
Okay.
So number 3, you refuse counsel or advice from your husband, your pastor, and many of your close church family who really care for you and have tried to help you. Brooke, contrary to what you try to convince us, you are really not in a very good place right now. So, sister, they tried to get this sister counseling. She refused counsel from her husband. Oh, okay. Why would she get counsel from the person she's trying to break up with? But
she's trying to divorce, right? That don't make no sense. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, so it ends by saying, Brooke, taking this action was not an easy thing for the church to do. There have been many prayers said for you and your family over the past year plus. There was a great deal of sadness in our meeting over having to do this. You and your family have been a very important part of our church for many years, and I know that we still love each of you very much. We are hoping that God will show you his will in all of this and that you will also desire to do his will. Please let us know if that happens. And at the bottom, and it's signed by the pastor Bernie Levesque. And then there's a note that says, we all felt it was best to return the tithe check that you recently gave to Jeanette.
Is that saying $500?
That $500. So she tithed $500.
So they giving back $500 checks. That's aggressive. That's aggressive.
Yes.
I this is hilarious on a multitude of levels. Here's my question, and this is a sincere question.
Okay.
If you disassociate someone from the church, are you trespassing them, or are you just not making them a member anymore? Like, does that mean I can't show up on Sunday? Because being a member and just attending is two different things.
Yeah, I'm assuming that she just can't be. She's not a member anymore. And whatever membership entails at this house of faith, she no longer is part of that.
What church has such great membership perks that all of a sudden I'm heartbroken by this decision?
You get no more free coffee. Only coffee.
Okay.
Free coffee is just for the members. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like I don't understand. It's like, oh, okay. So I tried to give you this money and you said no. So God saw my heart. And so I got credit for that. I got credit for that. I don't understand. And so that's the question. Mac asked a very good question. Why was the church monitoring her social media?
Well, I mean, she's probably friends with people from the church on social media.
Okay.
So they see that, pastor, look at this. You know, in every church, there's some people who will go and tell the pastor all kinds of stuff.
That's wild.
And so go ahead. I was gonna say the name of this church for those of you who can't see it is called Island Church of God of Prophecy in Islandton, South Carolina. As you all go to start Googling Island Church of God of Prophecy, as I'm about to do right now.
This is hilarious. Just playing 12, he's hilarious, man. She said she's still gonna watch the stream. All right, I won't show up. I'm still gonna watch the stream. I'm gonna just sit in my house and get my Jesus from where I'm at. It's like I really am trying to understand where you lose at when you get kicked out of a membership. But okay, God bless. This good sister was obviously trying to make some changes in her life in any case. I don't understand. I don't know what happened with her marriage, so I won't speak on it. But I don't know what they expect this to do, what type of impact they expect this to have.
And oddly enough, there are multiple island churches of God of prophecy, but this one
Okay.
is in this one is in Islandton, South Carolina.
Okay. Well, shout out to South Carolina. I hope y'all okay in Islington or wherever, and God bless her. That's hilarious that she put that on the internet as well. Yeah, they done took her. They done gave her check back. I ain't never seen that. Not the good
Okay,
500 check.
okay. So what I did not know is, and I apologize. Well, forgive me for not knowing, but Church of God of Prophecy is a denomination, and so this is why there are multiple island churches of God of Prophecy. Church of God of
Okay.
Prophecy is a denomination. Um,
Church of God of Prophecy.
yep, COGOP.org. It's a
So it's Kojic,
no,
Kojak.
no, it's not. It's not Kojic. You about to get us. You about to get us tore all the way down.
So it's
You not
Kojic.
no. The Kojic Mafia is not coming after me. It is.
I ain't
It
afraid of jokers.
is not. It is not.
Kojop.
If you think, listen.
If
Let
you
me say
think the
this.
beehive is bad,
Exactly. If you think hip-hop is bad, the Clark Sisters Mafia, which is majority Kojic people,
yeah.
will 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 shut it all down.
Uh huh.
Next thing
Hey,
you
they
know, your lights and your water is just cut off. You don't even know how.
because they got to somebody.
I'm just telling you, y'all want to mess with. I'm just
Don't
joking.
mess. Don't
Don't
mess with
mess
the
with
code.
people.
See,
But yeah, so
see.
there's a church of God of prophecy. I forgive me for not knowing about this
Church of
denomination.
God. So
Church of
Kojop.
God of prophecy.
Kojop.
Yes,
I'm surprised Kojic didn't sue them for
you can't.
copyright.
No, you can't.
That's infringement. That's real close.
No, well,
I'm
the
sure
thing
all these are incorporated.
the thing is, first of all, it's nothing. Like it's two different things. Secondly, the history of these denominations, if you go back, a lot of them are spin-offs of the other. So I
Hmm.
don't know. So there are a lot of denominations that the founder of that denomination came from Kojic or came from
Right.
another faith. So this person who founded this denomination, or the people who founded Church of God of Prophecy, very well could have been Kojic and got upset with somebody or something and said, "We're gonna do our own thing. We're gonna be Church of God of Prophecy. Y'all could be Church of God in Christ. We're gonna be Church of God of Prophecy."
It sounds like black fraternities and sororities. A lot of them got started because one of them didn't drop the line, didn't like what was happening, so we started our
That's,
own.
that's
But
right.
hey,
So yeah, so I hope Sister Brooke is able to find a place where she can fellowship with
mhm.
some believers who will take her tithe.
Sister
And
Brooke, Bedside Baptist is a wonderful place. If the people don't message you like that, stay with Bedside Baptist. Find the Lord in your own
well,
way.
according to the letter, Sister Brooke needs support. According to the letter, I'm just saying. According to Pastor Bernie, Pastor Bernie says Sister Brooke needs help. She needs to be. She needs support.
Hey,
Uh,
that's just cutting
you know that.
$500 checks for her ties. She all right.
At least she tithing.
I need y'all running the math on that. She all right.
We don't know what period of time this is, but yes,
run that 10%. Run that run that 10%. She doing okay. I'm just saying. That's instantly what I did. I said, all right,
you are,
bet
you out here watching Sister Brooke's pockets.
pockets. Yes, a month.
Lord Jesus.
You all right?
You out here watching the sister's pockets.
Yo, Mac. I ain't gonna lie. That's what I thought, Mac. I'm not.
Y'all just wrong. We gonna move on because y'all wrong. Y'all just we
That's
gonna
what I
move.
thought.
I want you to check out this video of I believe it's probably a christening, but this priest probably goes just a little bit overboard at
Okay.
at this baby's christening. So yeah, check this out.
C'est un caprice, ça s'appelle un caprice. Je vais faire couler de l'eau sur le front juste, et après, on va embrasser le bonhomme, parce qu'il sera devenu un petit chrétien. Oh là 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 là. Je crierai plus fort que toi.
Oh.
Alors, du calme,
Oh.
du calme. Il faut se calmer. Oh. calme. Voilà.
Did she just?
Tu vas te calmer. Tu vas te calmer. Voilà.
Yo, get the kid. Get the dude off the kid.
So for the audio listeners, basically, is there's a priest there with spell that right? I don't know. There's a priest there that is with a family, and it's like the priest is blessing the baby. Baby's crying, and then all of a sudden, the priest just chooses to slap the baby.
He's trying to comfort the baby. The baby's not having it. The baby obviously don't like the priest's spirit or the priest's breath. One of the two, because the priest is all up in the baby's face, and he gets madder and madder. He just slaps the baby in the face. Hey man, they handled that a little too calmly for me. I'm putting it out. Somebody said it. Where was it? Yep, Kristen said it best. I would put hands and feet all over this dude. This joker would have had a sore face that day. You ain't gonna slap my child in the face. Hey, there's gonna be a whole different type of church hurt by the time you stand up from slapping my child. Go ahead and play with me. As a godparent, if you're getting christened at the time that you naming the godparents, guess what? That's my job to start smacking people. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I got what? How many I got? I got about five, 6 god kids. I'm slapping people. I'm gonna let you know that off the top.
This baby, and you see right here, the sister's like,
we should stop.
There has to be another way. Like we can't, we can't be about this. Like she tries, to her credit, she tries to steer him away.
Hands would, yep. There's all types of things. Hands would immediately fly. Yes, that's true, Mac. The devil is alive. Me and the good father would have to rumble after church. Now, it would happen right there. If you think I'm not picking that old man up and putting him in that holy water container, I'm going to dunk his head right in there, or I'm going to slap him back. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to ask him how he likes it. Don't you ever in your life think that's how it's going to work. Going to slap that kid in the face like that. You've lost your entire mind. This is why you got to start putting age limits on some of these old senile dudes up here. He got tired of that baby yelling in his face. He lost his little mind real quick, and he slapped that person in the face. I wish a pastor would. I wish a player would. Go ahead.
This is a black family. This would have went south.
Oh, totally left.
So, not even black. Any person of color.
Yeah.
Because I know my Hispanic brothers and sisters are not exempt from throwing hands either.
Off the top rope. That dude would have never been priesting ever again in his life. But hey, God bless the baby. And that I don't know. You definitely don't go back to that church. I hope that brother gets sat down.
So I got another priest being engaged in some other physical activity. So check this out.
What in the world?
I'm gonna play it again. Let's go play it again. So for the audio listeners, there's this priest on stage, and a woman just runs behind him and just pushes him down.
Like WWE style.
Like
she coming off the top rope. Like she just ran into the ring and just 2 hands shoved this dude. Where's security? There's so many things to review here. Let me just break this down. Keep letting it replay because there's a lot to break down here. First and foremost, here's what I want you to do. It's very obvious there's something not right with that woman. Because if you look at her face after she pushes him, don't pause it. Keep on letting that bad boy run. If you look at her face after she pushes him, she has a smile on her face. And then it looks like she goes in for the kill. I would love to see what happened next. Because she then proceeds to jump down off the pulpit and go chase him down the stage. Number 2, here's the other problems here. All the other dudes up there in robes, all they did was wring their hands.
Well, my man right here. Oh, Lord.
The one dude stood up.
Here, his brother in disbelief. Look.
Oh, my God. All he did was put his hands on his head. The one dude was sitting beside just looking at her like, is she coming over here? Is she coming over here? Like, ain't nobody get up. Here's my question. Last but not least, where's security? Where's security? You're all fired. There has to be somebody somewhere that, like, she came in full speed. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't no small chick.
No. Oh, no. This is how college kids look when their football team losing. You know, when the team gets shocked in a game and they cut to the stand. This is what the kids do. Oh, this happened. Oh, no.
That's how it looked. It looked like that dude that was crying in the Buffalo stands this past weekend.
This is them.
Yo, here's the thing. She shoved him. She smiles, and then she goes to jump after him.
And she jumps down on the floor after him.
And I hope that dude's okay because he's old.
Yeah.
He's at least 50s and 60s. If you see, he went down 2 steps, he hit bottom level, and then he fell. He like bounced off of that, and he fell off the entire stage into the pit. Yo, that's wild, dude. That's wild. Hey, put her in jail too.
So now you said we're security, but we know pastors' wives that would come after this sister. Like before security. Like, can you remember you remember homegirl right here?
Yes.
Can you imagine this sister? If
brother, I was just watching this clip recently.
Sister Jamila Gooden.
Yo, she told players, "I wish a player would."
She upset.
Let her know.
Sister Gooden got upset because somebody was talking to her man.
Just saying something a little too long, and she got upset. It wasn't even nothing crazy. She even put hands on her.
You can imagine if somebody would have pushed her husband off the stage, she probably would have pulled out her piece.
She didn't even get to her husband, I think. She came up, I think, to her and said that she had a message for him or something.
Yeah.
Like she didn't even actually get to the pastor one-on-one. She was letting her player know that she wasn't going to pull up with it. Yo, this lady was serious, and this is the kind of attitude they need. They need to hope old boy is okay, and she needs to run security for him from now on. Because that's crazy. That's wild.
Look, Sister
Good. Tried
to
come in between me and my husband.
Come between me and my husband.
She's a prophetess. She got a word for my husband.
All lady had was a word. Can you imagine if somebody would have tried to push the dude?
You got a word for
yeah, you got a word for us. I wish a player would. This lady was wild. This lady was wild.
She was all about it. She went all the smoke. She went all the smoke.
I'm not your typical first lady. This first lady fight. And if I catch you in the street, I want you.
There you go. That would have been. So just know, sister girl right here.
Sister girl.
If you push the wrong one,
you pushed the wrong one.
You've been warned.
Yo, that look in her eyes is wild. Like there's something happening here. I would love to know the backstory on this. There has to be more. There's got to be a backstory on this because that's wild, brother. I hope he's okay. I hope she gets the mental help she needs or whatever she got going on because that's some wild stuff, man. I hope she's okay.
One more thing before we get out of here, because many of us have been on, the beginning of the year fast.
Yes.
Random fast that your pastor or your church puts you on. And we are coming probably to the end of it for most of us. A lot of people, this is probably your last week of the fast.
This is week 2 for us.
Yeah. Just in solidarity for all of us, that those of us that are fasting, we'll show you how this church kind of ended theirs.
For the camera people.
So this player busted out a chocolate candy.
The fast is broke. It's already done. You don't have to wait to 12. He said it's already done.
So what you didn't hear is he said it's 11:54, and he started eating. He was eating the candy at 11:54. He said you don't have to wait till 12. He called the fast over before it was like before the official time, and they all showered. So
This
for the-
dude
go ahead.
had a little singlet of
Oh,
I
he got
know
more. Oh, that's it. That's it.
I know the candy. There's a little piece of chocolate candy, and then he busted open a bag of chips. He had somebody bring him out a bag of chips with chocolate and salt. Brother, the Lord made you to a new dietary plan for this year. That may be in a whole different thing. You could have broke the fast with something else. Hey, let me cover this real quick. We all do this and we know this, but I want to remind you, when you are coming off a Daniel fast or some type of restrictive dietary fast, you need to ease back in to your regular dietary plans. If you have been on barley and oats and meat free for a week or two, and then all of a sudden you decide you're going to Five Guys right away, and you put that grease in your system, prepare for a blowout. I'm just saying, be close to a toilet. Your system ain't built for that, baby. You got to ease back into it. Start with some broth, some chicken noodle soup, something. You know what I'm saying? If y'all go too hard back into this, you're going to make a mess on yourself.
It's covered under the blood.
It's not covered under the blood. It's covered hopefully under your toilet. Because, hey, y'all go right back in for milkshakes, and you know you couldn't handle dairy to begin with. I've been wanting this chocolate milkshake. Okay, go ahead and blow out your pants. Go ahead and blow out your pants.
In church, people do foolishness in church. They say, "Oh, it's covered under the blood."
Hey, my man from Fairfax, he asked me a good question. He said, "Hey, was that a personal testimony, sir?" Yes. Yes. I ain't gonna lie.
You got caught out there 1 year?
Oh, I made dietary mistakes. Brother, we had ordered our meals ahead of time. We knew what we was going to eat. Hey, nobody told me to be that fat. Nobody said do that. And guess what happened? It was unfortunate. So I'm just saying, ease back in. Ease back into what you're doing. That's all I'm saying.
Well, for all of you that are fasting, I pray you break your fast in spectacular fashion.
Hey, ease back into it.
After you ease back into it, you have that one.
You're gonna have that blowout. I'm just saying. I think this is along the lines. If I have a moment here, I got something to say. Yes, this is a good. He said you had to go to the bathroom with the side rails. And to get support, you gotta lock in. You gotta lock in. Hey, brother, let me say this real quick. I don't have a rant this week.
Okay.
I really have a request.
Oh, here we go.
This is my request of the week.
That's about somebody's hygiene, probably. But
indirectly, yes. Indirectly.
That's all you care about.
Here's my request. My request: please don't come to church smelling like Big Mama's breakfast. It disrupts my praise and worship.
What?
So when y'all walk into church, and I would happen to be this Sunday, I'm in a good worship. Somebody came in behind me smelling like fried potatoes, like bacon. And then from there, I can smell those two things specifically. So I also picture some eggs. I imagine there may have been another biscuit or something involved. You know what I'm saying? You smelled like an entire breakfast. And it smelled so good. It jarred me right out of my praise.
Well, now you know who's not fasting.
Yes, you do.
Cool.
You do. Maple syrup and eggs. Yes. Like if you come in smelling like, because here's the thing, they were late. Like they had obviously stopped, because sometimes you leave, like you eat something is cooked in there and you end up smelling, bro, that was just your cholesterol spirit. No, it wasn't. I'm telling you, they smelled like a good meal. It smelled like it literally jarred me. I was like, oh, somebody smells wonderful. Like I should have got a forkful. You know what I'm saying? And it just messed me up, brother. And so I'm just saying, if you're going to, like, if you got a home cooked meal coming, keep your church jacket, your church clothes out in another place until the food's over. You ain't never been in a situation where somebody done fried fish or fried chicken in your house and you walked out smelling like that chicken or that grease.
If you could smell it on them, that
Yes.
means that person was either cooking it,
Right. Or eating
they
well.
or they sat in the kitchen while it was being cooked the whole time.
Yeah. Brother, they had a good meal. And I it took everything in me not to turn around and see who it was. I keep I'm being dead serious. I keep all my little things on my phone. I'm praising, right?
You keep all
I keep all my rants and my everything on the phone.
Okay, you're right. Okay.
Yeah. I keep all my rants on the phone. I'm literally sitting there praising and worshiping. And it smells so good. It jarred me. I stopped. And I just started laughing. And I had to get myself together. I put my phone up and I typed this in. And I'm so sincere about this. Please do not come to church smelling like your grandmother's breakfast, your auntie's breakfast, like especially when it was them good home fries. She had. I didn't see who it was. I wanted to see who it was.
Brother,
it was good home fries. It was good home, like it was bacon. It was good. Somebody ate well. And then my mind just took over for what else was there after that. But it was good food they was eating.
Brother, you are a deacon in the Lord's church. You supposed to be happy that the people just showed up.
Yeah.
And they came to worship.
It threw me
The Bible says, come as you are, and then people came as they were.
They did. They weren't hungry. Guess what? They weren't hungry.
Exactly.
I was after smelling them.
They were not hungry. That way they could focus on the word because they have already eaten.
Remnants of sausage and gravy, sausage gravy and biscuits on their shirt. Like, I'll tell you this, man. Like, what's funny is, you know me, you've talked on here sometimes about how certain things in church just be distracting you. You a man of God, you trying to stay focused. That's why you gotta be careful. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Because sometimes the wrong thing just catch you out there. Y'all know what we talked about. We talked about, boy, ain't gonna get back into it. Okay. But I was in the front row on this day. Like, I was in the very front row. The only thing in front of me was the band and the stage. I was on the very front row. And it's like it was a cartoon. Mm-hmm. It was like where the smoke comes around and catches you in the nostril and lifts you up. I'm telling you, I'm just standing there praising, and it hit my left nostril. I said, "Oh!" And like I literally, "Oh!"
So this wasn't even an offering. It's not like people are walking past you. It just found its way throughout the room and to you.
Somebody literally just walked in the row behind me.
Oh, the row behind you. Okay.
Or some row behind me, because everything was behind me, and it just hit my. I was like, "Oh, that was good eating."
So we doing some. We're trying to narrow it down. You know, my mom said, a grandmother not gonna let no child eat in their church clothes. So the person had to be an adult. We know that much.
Yes,
had to be an adult.
Thank you, Mama Holmes. That's a good point. That's a good point. But it was tough, brother.
Let the people eat what they want and come to church.
I'm just saying, I just need you to change clothes. Like, we already
got people telling women what they should and should not wear. Now you telling people what they can and cannot eat before they come to church.
Hey, just don't smell like breakfast. It messes up my praise. That's all I'm at. It was a good breakfast, Cliff. This is a strong Southern breakfast. Exactly. Like somebody had roots. Matt asked, "How strong is your faith, brother, that you were broken by a bacon spirit?"
You got to learn how to control your own emotions, your own.
And this gets way too far into it, but rest in peace to my grandmother, Grandma Novella Pearson. One of the things that she would always make was home fries, and she would make these potatoes, bruh. And I haven't, like, she's been gone for years. I really haven't had them in years, obviously. And the way those things that hit my nose, it's like you ever seen like the cartoon where the cheese gets into the mouse's nose and they end up floating to the trap. It just jarred me from wherever I was at. I hadn't eaten breakfast on Sunday either. Usually I try to get something in my stomach. I was hungry. All I had was a piece of gum, and I was hungry.
So
and it hit my spirit.
So next time you worshiping and the breakfast
Yeah.
person, why don't you turn around and say, brother, sister, can you bring me a plate next time?
That's what I wanted to do.
Why don't you just say that?
But I should have. I did, because it was a total fat kid moment. Like I was laughing at myself because I was so upset that I had gotten so jarred by it. Like when I say, I was like, oh, and it took me out. It took me out.
Or you could just pray that the Lord give that person a mind. Lord, give him a mind to bring me a
To
plate.
bring me a plate.
To bring me a plate next Sunday.
I can slide back to the kitchen. I'll catch a bite or two, and I'll be back in the praise as soon as it's over.
Exactly.
But my praise was no longer going up in that moment. And I just need y'all to be careful. I need y'all to be careful of not only the spirits, but the scents that you are bringing into church. Amen. What spirit are you bringing with you, and what scent are you bringing with you? If you smell, because you could tell it wasn't no McDonald's, because you get a little McDonald's biscuit, you're not going to bask in the McDonald's biscuit like that because it's just in the car. This person sat in the kitchen and grubbed somewhere.
That's probably the person who prepared the food.
Bruh. They wanted
their people to eat, and they wanted to make it to church.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it was just in the middle of my praise. Jesus, keep me near is that bacon and home fries? Thank you, Mac. That's exactly what it was. It's so serious. I was like, because in my fat boy mind, what happened was I smelled the bacon and home fries, and immediately I imagined the rest of the meal. Immediately I saw the eggs, and I saw another carbohydrate. It was like a biscuit. Like, it all came to me immediately. And there was syrup, and it was so beautiful.
If bacon and home fries took you out of your praise, you probably wasn't as deep as you should have been anyway.
Brother, I was good. My eyes was closed. I was locked in.
Probably weren't focusing. Your heart wasn't right.
Yo, and my posture, my spirit may not be right because it hit that left nostril, and I was like, oh. And it messed me up so much, I literally just started laughing to myself. And I had to write it down. It was wild. But yeah, I'm just saying, let's be aware. Let's be aware of what we're bringing into the sanctuary. That's all I'm asking.
Well, Lord, we just did 10, 15 minutes on people smell like breakfast in church.
Hey, I'm not the only one that know people smell like breakfast in church.
Come soon, Jesus. Come soon.
I'm not the only one that knows people smell like breakfast in church.
Come soon. Oh,
that joke, it smelled right though. I need to know who was cooking and why wasn't I invited? Because I know most of the people in there. I should have caught a meal that morning.
That's all right. So I have a tame video. Do you want to do after credits today? I got a tame. I promise. Very clean. It's a wholesome. It's a
tame video.
It's a good wholesome video for after credits.
Cliff, I don't trust that look on your face.
No, it is for real. So we do this show. Every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube and Facebook. Appreciate all of y'all that hung with us live. If you can't hang live, you can always check us out on demand. Go to turntoyourneighbor.com for all the different ways that you can watch on demand. Of course, links to the YouTube, Facebook, and all that other kind of stuff at turntoyourneighbor.com. Also, you can check out the Turn to Your Neighbor podcast wherever you get your podcast from. So shout out to all of our growing number of audio listeners. Appreciate all of y'all. Thank you so much.
Love it.
Hey, and if you listen to the podcast right now, if you made it this far and you still listen to the podcast, drop us a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or wherever you can review the podcast. Leave us a review.
Give us 5 stars. You only give us 4 stars. I'm inclined to believe that you are a hater.
There you go.
That was
all right. So for those of you who stuck around this long, we do a little after credits. Sometimes when the show is kind of over, we play something else. Which reminds me, I have to let me see. There we go. All right. So check this out. I'm not even gonna cue it up. I'm just gonna play it and let you and the people. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna play it and let you.
Okay.
It's fine.
What in the teeth sweat is going on?
Sorry about the audio. Got a verse too.
Oh. Oh no! They got the audacity.
What in the Keith Sweat is going on?
Yeah, the baby.
What?
So the babies, the children lifted up a keep sweat praise.
That ain't no children. Those are grown behind people.
Ain't these children over here on the side? No, these persons.
No,
Okay, well, sorry.
those are grown behind people with children.
The children of God. I'll say the children of God.
Yo, this is so ridiculous. When she had the idea, the audacity to come in with the ad libs, I said, "No, y'all just stealing stuff. Y'all just 100% stealing stuff." Yeah, somebody should shut this down immediately. Here's the thing: I wouldn't expect something like this to happen in this type of church venue. This gives me much more storefront or basement church. This is an actual building with wooden pews and organs.
Yeah.
And they got the whole, like, the people got the white on and everything. Like, the ladies got the white, like, This is a real church. Now, this is, okay, what in the name of Keith Sweat is going on here?
I don't think I'll be mature enough to attend this, to worship in this service.
Absolutely not.
Can you imagine sitting there and they just break out in Nobody Jesus?
Yo, I'm definitely leaving. I'm not gonna have church there anymore. Like we're not. That's the funny part. Thank you, Mac.
There is a mother right here. This lady right here.
Somebody should have taken care of that.
Let me get this sister right here.
Oh, she got her doily right on her head. Yeah. So mother is like, hey, let me tell you this. If your song for praise and worship at any point in time causes me to want a body roll, I don't think the spirit's right.
And even sister right here, she appears to be seasoned. So
Brother,
I'm not sure if she's an usher or something, but she's not singing with them.
There wasn't the only young people were sitting in the front row. All those people singing are grown behind people with kids.
There are a couple points of intervention that could have happened. They all just let it go.
This is a nice service. Quiet storm, praise and worship. Just playing 12 coming through with a joke.
Quiet storm.
Quiet storm, praise and worship.
Mother is being blessed. Look at that. She is being blessed by this.
Mother is flashing back to when this was her jam.
She wasn't gonna stop this because she look at the hands up. She's being blessed right
Hey, now. Player. Hey, some deacon spirit wasn't right after this.
Yeah. You're looking around to see who could have intervened, and there is none.
Nobody's here to intervene.
This sister right here, she too young to do nothing. She barely paying attention. She probably know it's foolishness. She's just like, I'm just gonna
go on with it.
I'm just gonna do what I gotta do right here, deal with my kids.
Here's the thing. Somebody approved this. Like they practiced this.
They rehearsed it, yes.
This was rehearsed, and somebody said this is going to kill them.
And they all thought it was a good idea.
Yes, that's what we need to address.
God bless them. And
God bless who? No,
these people, they trying to mix it up. They trying to, I'm all for trying to, mix up the worship.
Okay.
I mean, maybe the execution could have used a little polishing, but
Hey, Kirk. If Kirk does this, I'm gonna boo him too. Let me just say that right now. The whole musical ministry, yes. Everybody gets a letter right here.
Kirk used to do this. I love it when you call him your savior. I said, I love it when you call him your savior. Come on.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
See, the bacon spirit strikes again. Doing something strange for a little plate of yeah. I'm there doing something strange for a little piece of change. Doing something strange for a little plate of player. I'm telling you. Yes, this is what I was thinking. Fitz brings up a good point. This is what happens when Pat Pastor goes on vacation. Folks just feel free to do whatever they want to do. And the assistant pastor, like, who's stepping in here? There has to be somebody. Mother is really in the back being blessed. Mother on the far right is really being blessed.
Plot twist. This brother is the pastor. Plot twist. No, I'm joking.
Oh, Jesus. There is nothing about this song that should ever have your two hands in the air in worship. There's nothing about that song. You're lying.
Because you hear the music and your mind goes to the original version, and you gotta take your mind out of that into Jesus.
Hey, I hit at least 3 body rolls. At least. I was giving it to him. Anyway,
then they got the babies up here participating.
The babies don't even know. Baby don't even know some of them was made to this song. Some of them don't even know. All right, we about to get wild. Oh my God, this is funny though. I'll give Mac this one. I can't play some of his other stuff. A red light special praise.
And I told you this was a tame one. See, there was nothing.
This was a tame one.
Nothing wrong to you. Was not from Africa. It was nothing wrong to you.
Thank you.
I am capable of tame.
Every now and then.
Anytime. All right, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
All right, neighbors, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll see y'all again next week with more foolish people acting foolish.
Yep.
And we will laugh at them, most likely.
We will.
Did somebody leave the last comment?
Yep. Somebody in the church surely smells like a 2-piece.
And with that, until next time, y'all, take care, be blessed. Peace.